Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? So I've had my YouTube page for nearly 5 years now. August 2006 I made an account on YouTube, and I've been making videos since then, deleted a lot of videos as well. So I have a lot more than it actually says on my page, but during that time I've made a lot of videos about football, a lot of random shit, games, some other stuff too, but there's a bit of a community on YouTube about reviewing music and reviewing albums and stuff like that, and just talking about stuff like that. That's really cool. It's always fantastic to help people get into new music or share your opinions and stuff like that. And I watch a lot of people on YouTube, people like the Needle Drop, he's got like 30,000 subscribers, all one word. So if you want to watch great music reviews on all different types of stuff, search him. Cracking guy, very funny as well. But very good at what he does. But I've also been watching reviewers on music who've not got as many subscribers, and you know, that's what it's all about for me. I want to hear everyone's opinion by video, and that's really cool. Of course, I'm not an expert, but I love what I love. Some of it might be a bit laughable, some albums you might never heard of before, but if I can get someone into some new stuff which can change their life, which music can, oh yes, is that purple, then that's just absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And what I've done is, at first I did top 25 albums, but then I narrowed it down to 10. So I picked my top 10 albums of the 90s and of the 21st century. There will be an 80s and the 70s one as well to come. Who knows after that what I'll do. Might review a few albums as well every so often that I love maybe, so it's going to be biased, but you know, there you go. This will take a few videos, but something quite unique to my channel. I'm in the mood for it. And let's go. But before I go, look at this. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the revolution is on, but of course, it will not be televised. It won't be televised. But yeah, I've had that for 4 days, and I've done 11 kilometres today, which equals about 6 miles. And my legs are absolutely killing me. But the healthy revolution is on. Not so much what I eat a balanced diet. But in terms of fitness, yeah, the revolution is on, and I'll keep using that. 4 days in a row. You're only supposed to use it 3 days a week, it says, but it's got like a heart monitor and stuff like that on. It's really cool. It costs a lot of money, let me tell you, but I'm going to get fit. I'm not going to a gym. Numerous reasons behind that. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. Let's get started. It's not what this video is about. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a professional. Haters gonna hate. But anyway, let's go with number 10, my 10th favourite album of the 21st century. My personal opinion, these of course. And I'm going to start with The Head. No, not that head behind me on the poster, not Portishead, but the Bucket Head, Mr. Buckethead. A man with a KFC bucket on his head, a Michael Myers mask, kind of. He's about 6'5", and he's got the longest hands that I've ever seen in my life. He sounds like a freak, but he's a lovable freak, and this is Shadows Between the Sky, the album. Released in early 2010, running in at 45 minutes long, and for me, he's made a lot of music, Buckethead. He releases about 3 or 4 albums a year. It's all instrumental based music mainly. He's spanned quite a lot of genres like avant-garde, or metal, or progressive, or just normal rock, acoustic, whatever. He's dabbled in quite a bit, but this is quite a relaxing album. It's pretty sure it's electric guitar mixed in with acoustic. It's all instrumental. A lot of these songs are under 4 minutes. It's really, really nice to listen to. It's got a nice atmosphere. The opener, Shadows Between the Sky, is one of the more heavier tracks, but there's no real chugging guitars like there is on some of his older albums. The City of War, Seawall, Sled Ride, Sunken Statue, Cookies for Santa, The Cliff Stir, Wax Paper, Walk on the Moon. 15 songs on this album, and still it's only 45 minutes long. It's a really, really consistent album, and that's a key word with Buckethead. Sometimes he makes albums, 10 songs, and it's 5 great songs and 5 that are pure filler. He's made some bad albums in the past, there's no doubt about that, but when he gets it right, he really gets it right, and he has with this album. And I think his best stuff's to come, you know, there's no doubt about that. He's probably in his late 30s, early 40s now, I'd guess, and I think the future's good for the bucket, no doubt about that. But it's quite unique for me. I don't listen to much instrumental music like this, instrumental rock if you will, and I heavily suggest you check him out. The three I've decided to pick for you to listen to if you've never heard the bucket before is Rim of the World, Cookies for Santa and Wax Paper. Fantastic album though, check it out mobbers. Right, at number 9 now, we are going back to 2008, June the 3rd it was released, only 40 minutes long. It's a folk album, and it's the debut self-titled album by Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes! Now, this was a catalyst for me personally to listen to a lot more folk, which I've got into since then, and this started it all off. Back then, me being so narrow-minded and stuff like that, I saw the video for White Winter Hymnal on Freshly Squeezed on Channel 4 and I thought it was just hipster garabe, I really did, pitchfork media rubbish, but in the back of my mind I really liked it, and I thought, I just got Spotify at that time, when I first got into them, because it was early 2009 when I saw that video. The album had already been out for a while then, and I gave it a listen and instantly fell in love. There's a few weaker tracks on this album, but it all came together for me, and it's a fantastic listen, and it helped me to get into a lot more modern day bands, like maybe not so much too similar, but bands like Band of Horses and Iron and Wine, Kings of Convenience, stuff like that, and a lot of older folk music as well I delved into, like Neil Young or Nick Drake. Maybe they're not all similar, but they're all good, and that's what this is all about. This was critically acclaimed, of course, this album. It really is fantastic. The new album, which has been released by a month now, whilst I'm making this, that's a really good album too. Very strong, but I still prefer the debut just a little bit. But the most important thing is that they release consistently good music, keep moving ahead and stuff like that. For me, in my personal opinion, this album opens up with the two weakest songs it has, Sun It Rises and White Winter Hymnal. But then when you get to Ragged Wood and through to Tiger Mountain Peasant Song, Quiet Houses, you don't know why. They're really nice instrumental little piece, Heard Them Stirring, Your Protector, Meadowlarks, Blue Ridge Mountains, and then the kind of a cappella really, Oliver James at the end, where the singer Mr. Robin Pecknold really soars in his voice and everything. It's got a fantastic, powerful voice. I think there's 5 or 6 members of this band. There's a lot going on. As I said, I'm not a musician myself, so I'm just giving my personal opinion on these songs, and these albums. But what I do know is there's a lot of different instruments. I don't even know the names, but they sound damn good. I guess there's strings, is there, and a ridiculous amount of acoustic guitars. Harmonies all over the place. But if you know folk, you probably know this album, this band, but if you never listen to them, there's no excuses, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to. Fleet Foxes, the original debut album from them, one of my favourites, the 21st century, coming in at number 9. The 3 songs I have decided to pick, if you've never heard them before, Blue Ridge Mountains, my favourite song from them, Quiet Houses, it's a lovely song, and Meadowlarks, that's really nice as well. But yeah, on to number 8 now. And we're sticking with a kind of folky theme. People who know this band, although not as popular as the last band, still kind of folk, and it's a one-man thing really, it's not really a band to speak, but the fans of this artist will be surprised that I picked this album, but I've just fallen in love. It's only just under a year old. It's Sun Kill Moon and Admiral Fell Promises. Mr. Mark Kozolek, he is Sun Kill Moon, that's the moniker he goes under, and I love the album April, I love Ghosts of Lost Highway, I love the Modest Mouse cover album he did, called Tiny Cities I think, but this album, it's pretentious to say, but it takes quite a bit of getting into, and once you're there, it's fantastic, very melancholic, it's just him and his acoustic guitar, there's not much going on, but he's a great finger picker, and he's not got the strongest voice, that doesn't really matter in folk music, neither have a lot of the folk legends of the past, and he does, you can tell, have Nick Drake a lot in his music, especially in this album as well, and I just love that. Alisund opens this album up. Now, Alisund is probably one of the sweetest songs I've ever heard in my life. You need to listen to that. It's a place in Norway, supposedly a very lovely place, lovely country supposedly, and then Half Moon Bay, Samwong Hotel. These songs don't jump at you on the first couple of listens. Ferdinand Seneca, You Are My Son, are fantastic. Admiral File Promises is the easiest song to listen to on this album. It's the shortest. A lot of these songs are over 6 minutes. A lot of Cozzy's work is quite long, you know, and I can understand it's not for everyone, this album and this man's music, but the Bay of Skulls finishes the album off, and it's so melancholy. It's so wonderful to listen to. Australian Winter, one of my lesser favourite tracks. The Leaning Tree has a really kind of epic sound to it. I love it, really love it. He's also done a cover as a B-side to this album, or an EP, the Michael Jackson 5 song, I'll Be There. You need to check that out. I'll Be There, Sun Kill Moon. It's so different. His covers of other people's songs are always very good, but also always very unique and very different, and that's why I love this man's music. I love what he did with Reddy's Painters in the 90s as well. Kind of similar, but I think his songwriting has improved since then. A lot of his songs are very cryptic. They don't really have much meaning in my opinion, but they are all full of feeling, emotion, and yeah, he's just one of my favourite musicians, and I've only been listening to his music, everything he's done, even his solo stuff. He's made a solo album or two full of AC/DC covers. Acoustic, there you go, cracking. Since about early 2010, and I've just fallen in love. I hope he keeps making such great music. But the 3 songs I picked for you to listen to are Alisund, Admiral Fell Promises, and Church of the Pines. Let's go to number 7. We're going back to 2005 for this album. 53 minutes long. I think that's the longest album so far. An album that goes under the genre, according to Wikipedia. Yes, I've got Wikipedia up for every album here just to help you along. Alternate rock, indie rock, shoegazing, dream pop, new prog. There's definitely prog though. It's a band called Mew. It came before the Pokemon. At least I think they did, I'm not sure. And the Glass-Handed Kites, the album is called. Very strange band, strange titles, strange album titles, strange guys to be honest with you, but I love them. The Danish as well. The only Danish band in this list, that's for sure. And this album as a whole flows so well, it's remarkable. They've released about 3 or 4, one, two, only 3 proper albums, yeah, and quite a lot of B-sides and an EP or 2. They take quite a long time getting their albums out, but this is their best, but everything they've done is really good. Cracking band. The lead singer, Mr. Jonas Bier, has a very high-pitched voice. Very high-pitched voice. He could be forgiven for thinking he was a female, honestly. But it's an acquired taste, his vocals, but I'm just in love with them, really. Quite unique, really, for what I listen to usually, and a lot of the songs, well, every single song they've done doesn't make sense. Strange lyrics, very strange titles. A lot of the stuff makes me laugh, but there's a lot of emotion and beauty in the music as well. The album opens up with the instrumental, Circuitry of the Wolf, a bit of heavy guitars in there as well. And yeah, they are quite progressive as well. I can see why they're under that label of new prog. Not that I want to delve into genres too much, but Chinaberry Tree, Why You're Looking So Grave, Apocalypse, I can't tell you how good this album is. It's a strong album. Obviously I'm going to laud, if you will, all 10 of these albums, but this one, especially out of every album here, apart from number 2, we'll come to that later, is the strongest actual album. Which is funny, because why is it not number 1? It really is a strong album. It finishes off with 2 very sad songs. They do sadness very well, so White Lips Kissed and Louisa. 7 minutes each. Fantastic atmosphere yet again. Just love this band, man. Check them out if you've not heard of them, because it's criminal that you've not.